Hi, this is Vampyresskiss.
And Angel.
We're in Wickenburg, Arizona. We're at the site of the jail tree from 1863 to 1890. Outlaws were chained to this tree for the lack of a hooskow. Escapes were unknown. Hooskow, of course, is a jail. Now, I'm going to go over here, and Angel's going to push a button that's going to tell us the story of this. So, we're just going to be focused on one place while this talks to us.
Ready?
Yes, go.
3, 2, 1.
Back in Arizona's wild and woolly territorial days, they used to refer to the raucous boom towns that sprung up overnight as having everything but a church and a jail. Eventually, citizens would demand the reckless devil-may-care hellions be locked up for bad behavior. However, buildings in the Southwest were often made of adobe, and prisoners could easily escape by digging their way out through the dirt walls. In territorial Arizona, prisoners began wearing pinstripes with the opening of the territorial prison at Yuma in 1876. Also, citizens were too often busy trying to strike it rich, and they didn't have time to build a proper jail, and Wickenburg was no exception. For many years, they used this old mesquite tree as a city jail. The incorrigible reprobates were chained up to the tree until they either sobered up or served their time in the shade. One of the regular guests at the Wickenburg jail tree was a fellow named George Sayers, a mountain of a man who hailed from the nearby mining camp of Gunsight. His towering presence inspired locals to refer to him as the King of Gunsight. One night, this bibulous reprobate went on one of his usual tears, and by the end of the night, Big George was so drunk, they said, on this tangle-legged whiskey, that he couldn't hit the ground with his hat in 5 tries. It finally took several deputies to subdue him and drag him to the jail tree. Unfortunately, when they got there, they found the tree was already filled to capacity. So they found a huge log and chained him to it instead. Well, the king spent the night in deep slumber, but when daylight came, he awoke and demanded a drink. When none was forthcoming, George began to bellow like a range bull. Old-timers said his bellowing was so loud that it shook the nearby mountains, causing rock slides. Still, no one would come near him. So, Big George shouldered the log, something that would put a pack mule to the supreme test, and walked over to the nearest saloon. He bellied up to the bar, dropped the log on the bar room floor, and roared, "Bartender, give me a stiff one and make it quick." He got his drink, no questions asked.
So here is the tree, the mesquite tree. And there's the fellow they were talking about in the video. He looks really despaired, doesn't he?
Yep.
There's his name. I hope they gave him more shade than this. This tree doesn't give much shade. I'm thinking that this tree might not be as big as it was. So this is Vampyresskiss
And Angel.
in Wickenburg, Arizona. Until next time.